The Spanish F4 Championship season for 2024 commenced at the former Grand Prix venue, Circuito Madrid Jarama, scene of Gilles Villeneuve's final Formula One victory, with 35 drivers beginning their quest up the ladder to one day emulate him. Race 1 featured the incredible debut of Lucas Flucher as he grabbed pole position and led early on from Chiano Alazzari, who would lose second place midway round lap 1 to Thomas Strauven. Lenny Reed would be spun out on the first lap, whilst James Egozzi would park his car in the pits in retirement. Peter Buzinellos and Maciej Gladys were placed in the chaser roles behind the podium trio, but there were more twists and turns to come. Tim Gerhardt spun at the first corner, triggering the safety car, which only stayed out for a lap. When it came back in, Alazzari made his move and elevated his MP car to second place. At the restart, Douwe de Decker skated off the road and became beached in the gravel. The safety car returned, but due to the tricky nature of de Decker's location, the race was red flagged. That made Lucas Flucher a rookie winner ahead of Chiano Alazzari and Thomas Strauven, a fantastic achievement from the three young men. The second race would begin dramatically as Strauven went into the lead from the start, but contact would see Flucher and Ernesto Rivera off at the first corner, leaving Mattia Colnaghi nowhere to go as he vaulted Flucher's car. The race would be stopped and the three men were out on the spot, but thankfully with no injuries. On the restart, Strauven led from Maciej Gladys, with James Egozzi now battling with Alazzari for the final podium spot. For the entirety of the race, Strauven was left to manage the impatience of Gladys, who placed the Belgian under massive pressure throughout a tough battle. A late safety car incident bunched up the field, leaving us just one green flag lap of action. And that was enough for Chiano Alazzari to pull off the most crucial move of the race and snatch a podium finish in the dying moments. So Strauven sealed his win ahead of Gladys and Alazzari, a man who is emerging as a serious title contender. Mattia Colnaghi claimed the pole position for race 3, but it would be Lucas Flucher that stormed ahead of him into the lead at turn 1, whilst Rivera stormed back into contention behind them. Elsewhere, the Red Bull stars James Egozzi and Enzo Tarnvanitschkull hit trouble, as Egozzi picked up his second retirement and the Thai youngster Tarnvanitschkull dropped to the back. Matas Reiber would trigger the first safety car, and a few minutes later, Andres Cardenas would do the same. A third safety car period came shortly after, as Gustav Wisniewski became part of the Beached Boys at the first corner. But the race would end in chaos as the restart saw a collision between the leaders Lucas Flucher and Mattia Colnaghi. Flucher was out and Colnaghi had a broken front wing. In the pandemonium, the race was red flagged and Article 35.7 was enacted as the race was taken back to the order 2 laps before the red flag, with a penalty handed to Colnaghi for the incident. That gave Lucas Flucher his second win of the weekend, ahead of Ernesto Rivera and Jan Piotrowski, both on the podium for the first time. The next round of the F4 Spanish Championship heads to Portimao in Portugal on the second weekend in June. But one thing is for sure, the battle is on and raging.